After Deathwing fell prey to the whispers of the old gods, he never cared anymore about, well, anything. Hell, one of his dreams was to make Alexstrasza and Ysera his sex slaves. I kid you not. The interesting thing here, though, is that even in his delusions, he still respected or, well, hell, feared Medivh. In the novel The Day of the Dragon, Deathwing explicitly says that the only living thing he would never dare to willingly challenge is him. You might argue it was because of the demon living inside of him, but Deathwing had previously challenged Sargeras himself, so maybe there was something more to Medivh than we knew. The armor the goblins made him was not actually made to make him look cool, or to protect him against silly things like arrows. The armor was to literally keep him together. You see, back in the old days, Deathwing created the Dragon Soul, a powerful gem of mass destruction whose power was so great that just being close to it tore Deathwing's body apart. He had his minions create him a suit of adamantium so that his own great power wouldn't tear him open. One of the future visions in an alternate reality had him destroying all of the dragonflights, destroying the world, and finally dying atop the Wyrmrest temple after finally having his body tore open by the magics inside. Did you know that Deathwing was to become the ruler of Alterac? Back in the Second War, Alterac used to be like decent. It was a legit city and everything. Deathwing had infiltrated Lordran's inner circle, magically transformed into a human so that he could destroy the Alliance from the inside. Deathwing, quite literally, sided with the Horde for this war. His plan was to take control of Alterac and use it as a base of operations to slowly but surely destroy all humans. He even was supposed to marry King Tyrannus' daughter. The plan ended up not working when the Dragon Soul was destroyed and Green Batol was defeated by the Alliance. Have you ever wondered why Kalimdor is just so barren and harsh? I mean, look at it. Literally every place not controlled by elvish magic is just straight up tree empty. Durotan, Barrens, Winterspring, Dowsing Needles, Desolus, Tenaris, Silithus. Hell, you could even count Stone Talon Mountains and Duskwallowed Marsh. Man, those places are just a mess. Kalimdor is just a huge, disgusting global warming eyesore. Have you ever wondered why? You see, after the Dragon Soul was stolen from Deathwing by Malfurion and his gang, Deathwing realized that he was just powerless to make his dreams come true. So in a bitch fit of anger and resentment, he changed the landscape of the world so that living creatures would have to fight each other for resources and survival. Mountains that used to separate kingdoms would lower. Fertile grassy plains would become barren and desolate. Everything changed. Being the Earth Warder and still holding sway over the Earth elements, he could do this, and did, forever changing the world. Bet you didn't know this was all his doing. Do you know why he's so angry? I mean, everyone knows the whispers of the old gods hidden beneath Azeroth drove him crazy, but you can't kindle a flame that is not already burning. He had to have been already angry before someone could exacerbate that anger. And you know what it was? The original thing that made him angry and resent Azeroth. I personally think this is hilarious. As Neltharion, the Earth Warder, which was his former name, he was in charge with keeping track that the land was awesome. His job was to raise mountains, fill rivers, make land fertile, and just in general make people happy. After a while, he just straight up got tired of doing his job. He started resenting the Titans for pretty much giving him responsibility. He had no choice about it either. He had to comply and do his chores because the Titans demanded so. And what made him even angrier was that this was just all an experiment. And man, that pissed him off. All he ever wanted to do was chill and be awesome, and he was stuck here doing chores for the mortal races of the world. This was the spark that turned into the fire that Deathwing is today, obviously massively kindled by the old gods, but still, the beginning of his anger, and that, to me, is just hilarious.